How to relax after a stressful day. As someone who has just faced a little bit of burnout, where I faced a decrease in my memory and cognition and really was struggling with my work, I want to help prevent that in you guys. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some boundaries you can set, 5 relaxation techniques that you can apply today to help you de-stress, and then also how to optimize for relaxation so your environment is primed for you to relax after a stressful day. The first piece we have to talk about is the boundaries necessary to help you relax. And the first piece, for me at least, it was huge with facing my burnout and being able to optimize around relaxation while also optimizing for work, is integrating this thing I called yes or no time. And yes or no time was just a very clear boundary for me, because what I would do is I would be making a bagel, I'd be picking up my clothes or getting ready for the day, and I would always have an educational YouTube video. So I was always half working. So I was like either here at this desk, like really doing high levels of activity, or I was away out there doing whatever, always working on something or trying to learn something. And the problem was I never got off that treadmill. So I'd implement this yes or no time, which basically was stating that yes, I am working, no, I am not relaxing. Or no, I am not working, yes, I am relaxing. And so that would mean that nowadays when I'm getting ready for the day, I just get ready for the day. And I kind of just take that as a moment to think about my day. And I don't try to always just learn something or half learn something. So integrating this yes or no time and having this boundary can be very helpful for you to separate work and life, because sometimes it can be hard to unwind when we don't separate ourselves from this. The idea of this is to be able to separate yourself, and you'll become a better worker as a result of this, and you'll be able to relax better. So it's kind of two benefits to the yes or no time. Another boundary that I set is creating a transition ritual. And so for some people, this may look like walking around the block before they go to work, if they work at home, or their drive when they're driving to work. That's the transition ritual. But for me, who works from home, or if any of you guys work from home, you want to have a ritual that says, yes, I am working, and no, I'm not. So it's kind of relates to the first point of creating that boundary. And my transition ritual is always taking my materials and moving them off my desk onto the floor, and that helps me separate work and life to really lean in to that yes or no time. And so another great one that I like to do is exercise. So at the end of my day, sometimes what I'll do is a good transition ritual is I will go to the gym, and that helps me take my mind off work and go into relaxation mode right after, because I'm tired. One more boundary that I like to set is a digital boundary. And what I mean by this is I will turn on Do Not Disturb when I'm done working, and I'll also, if necessary, set up automation emails if I'm away. Let's say I'm on vacation, something like that, someone needs to reach me, you can set up automation emails really easily to say, hey, I'm out of the office till this date, and I'll be back and I'll respond then. It's important to be able to separate ourselves from this, because if you're always on the hook, you're never really out of it. And again, you're not leaning into that yes or no time. So turn on Do Not Disturb. And also what I like to do is I actually will take my devices, sometimes even including my phone, if I really want to get away from work, and I'll just go set them on the floor, and I won't touch it for the rest of the night. So for 4 hours, I'll be completely separated from my devices. And it's so helpful in terms of helping me relax after that tough day, whether it's really stressful or whatever I face that day. Now the 5 relaxation techniques that I like to use almost daily, or I will pull them out of my tool belt when necessary. And so the first one is going to be quiet time. And this is one of my favorites. When I've been really stressed out, I've been facing a big problem, quiet time can help me learn more about that problem and separate myself from it. So what quiet time is exactly what it sounds like. No distractions, because in a world of so many distractions, it's important that we are very intentional about creating time without those distractions. So one of my favorite times to do this is when I'm driving, especially if I have about a 15 or 20 minute drive. If I have no music, absolutely nothing, and it's just me thinking, I tend to be like, oh my gosh, I could solve this problem by putting this person here, or I could use this system to then save me this much amount of time. And it's really helpful for me to get very valuable insights into problems that I'm facing, and especially if you're stressed out, this quiet time can help you just wind down and just let your mind run and just filter and compartmentalize all the things that you have faced. Another thing I like to do is hard exercise. It's my second relaxation technique that I really like, and I know that it's not relaxation in and of itself, but when you do that hard exercise, you'll get the relaxation benefits on the back end. It helps me release my stress. I actually tend to get amazing thoughts when I'm exercising as well. I'll finish a hard set, and then right after that set, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can move this here and it'll save me 4 hours a week or whatever it may be. So I find that I get really great ideas as well when I'm exercising. So hard exercise can be another great thing, and it's healthy too. So it's kind of another thing you get two benefits from. You'll get the relaxation from the stress, and it's healthy as well for your body. Third is actually meditation with breathing and intentional breathing. So what I like to do is, some people like to just meditate and listen to the music or do whatever and just sit down and focus on whatever it may be. For me, I like to meditate specifically with the square breathing technique, and I focus specifically only on my breathing because then it makes me very present in the moment, helping me release the stress I may be facing. So meditation with breathing, I like to just lay down, set a timer, just put my hands on my stomach, and just really focus on the square breathing technique, which is 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, another 4-second hold, and that helps me work through some of the stress I'm facing. Another thing I like to do, and I do this every day at the end of the day, is that I journal. Specifically, I journal about what I did right, what I need improvements on, what did I feel that day, and then what would my 80-year-old self tell me? And I really like these questions because what I did right reinforces the belief in myself and the confidence of myself. Where do I need to improve shows me what I need to do better at tomorrow. What did I feel shows me what did I feel, and it keeps me in tune with my emotions. But it shows me also that I still need to execute despite what I feel. Despite if I feel sad, despite if I feel stressed, I still need to execute regardless. And it's kind of just a cool log for me to look back at. And then finally, my last question, which is my favorite, is what my 80-year-old self tell me. The reason I love this question is because my 80-year-old self knows where I want to go, knows everything about me, and could give me the best advice because he knows where I want to go. So I like to use that frame and think, what would my 80-year-old self, what is the advice that he would give me what I'm facing today? And it helps you kind of pull yourself out of where you're at and give you advice from a more objective viewpoint that is in line with where you want to go. So I think it's really cool. And the final piece with the relaxation technique for me is gratitude. If I'm really stressed out, I like to just think about what are all the things I'm grateful for. And for me, sometimes it's simple as AC, or that I have a car, or that I can walk. Those three things are very frequent things that I'm grateful for, and that is another really great relaxation technique for me, at least, if I'm really stressed with some of the things I'm facing at work. Third and the final point is to optimize for relaxation. We have to look at, is this a chronic problem, and how can this be fixed? When you're optimizing for relaxation, you have to look at your stress that you are facing. Why are you feeling so stressed at the end of the day? Is this a problem that needs fixed? Do you need to go to your manager and have that hard conversation? Do you need to go to an employee and have that hard conversation? What is this problem, and does it need to be fixed? Do you need to leave the problem? Are you at a job that you are not necessarily not happy at, but you don't have growth, or there's a lot of problems at that job that is not aligned with your values? We have a lot of videos on the channel about that if that's in question. And then also is just the simple factor of time. Does time need to take its course, and then you'll be able to get through the stress? Asking yourself that can help you optimize. And then two final things when you're optimizing for relaxation is organization. You don't want to come home to a cluttered environment. That'll only increase your stress. So how can you be more organized in your home? And then also sleep. Sleep will help you handle stress better, and it'll help you raise your threshold for what really stresses you out. We've always heard the phrase, I gotta sleep on it. And I truly believe that with stress, if you sleep on it, you can get some good ideas. If you get a full 8 hours, you'll feel a lot better. So that's how to de-stress after a very hard day or a stressful day. If you like this video, please comment what you liked, and I will make more of these videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.